I want to share a story with you, a personal story. It's a story about when I started to cook. I started to cook when I was, I think I was in the kitchen when I was 16. I worked at a fish and chip restaurant and I cooked fish and chips all day. So 600 orders of fish and chips. I didn't have a lot of skills. All I knew how to do was deep fry. Deep fry a lot of things. But there was something about working in a kitchen that the adrenaline and the action and the excitement that I just gravitated toward, and I liked it. So I decided when I was 17 that I wanted to pursue cooking as a career, and sought the advice of a family friend who was in the industry and said, how do I become a great chef? And he said, go work at the best hotel that you can possibly work at under some of the best chefs. So at the time, that was the Mandarin Oriental Hotel chain in Vancouver. So I went straight to the general manager when I was 17 and sort of fought my way in, got an interview, got the job. And I remember when I was 18, walking into the kitchen for my very first day. It was 6:30 in the morning. And I had my very first ever chef's coat on, my checkered pants. I had my very first ever chef's hat. I had one of those little scarves that I didn't really know how to tie. And I had my shiny red toolkit, which we had all our, I bought new knives and it was all stocked with knives that I had no idea how to even use and had never used them before. And I walked in and there was all this chaos in the kitchen. And I was told to go in and speak to this one cook who was gonna be the person that trained me that day. And he was really busy doing breakfast service, so he just scribbled out a list of things for me to do just to really get me out of his way, I think, more than anything for the breakfast service. So I have that list, I saved it, and I want to share it with you because I want you to understand that I too felt really overwhelmed. You may feel that way. So this was the list, my very first day. Julienne, 4 large carrots. Do 1/2 insert of red pepper brunoise. Concassé, 5 tomatoes, make a chicken stock, grab mirepoix from the walk-in cooler. I had no idea what a mirepoix was. I didn't even know what a walk-in cooler was. Do 1 case of zucchini baton and make a chicken velouté. So here I was, my very first day in a professional kitchen, and I just had this incredible sinking feeling. I was so terrified because I didn't know how to do anything. Nothing on the list that I know how to do. I didn't even know how he said to go over and set up a workstation, and I didn't know what that involved, creating a workstation. So I want you to know that I got through that and realized very soon thereafter that cooking wasn't that difficult, that all those things that were on the list were really simple things to learn. And I was really fortunate that there was a sous chef that worked in the kitchen that, I don't know, saw something in me, and he asked me one day, do you know how to do this? And I said no, and do you know how to do this? And I said no, and we went down this list and I didn't know how to do any of it. So he said, on your own time, I want you to come in after work and I will walk you through the basics of cooking. And we started with knife cuts, we made stocks, we did sauces, we made soups, we started getting into meat cooking. And in 30 days, he walked me through every day all the basic fundamentals of cooking, all the skills and techniques, and in this compartmentalized way that you'll see on ROO-bee that anybody can learn. Nothing is difficult. I was so surprised how easy things were. You just needed to know how to do those fundamentals. So that's what ROO-bee does, is we have broken down cooking in this massive amount of information that's out there into all these sections that you can easily digest in a very short amount of time, and you can just pick one skill or technique, one cooking fundamental lesson, learn it. It takes 10-15 minutes, and then apply it during that, your next week where you're actually cooking. We all have to eat, we all have to cook. Just integrate it into your day. It's not complicated, and if you do this in a very short amount of time, you're going to become a really good cook.